check that we are on. And okay, so we are. Okay, so this is a VOD for Dragonking. So comp VOD. So what is our, like always, what's kind of our goal for what are we doing? If we're doing a scrim, we're doing a comp, or we're doing a league match, or a tournament, what are we doing? So in comp, you can, just because you're playing comp doesn't mean you can't have different goals. Obviously, winning is like, hey, easy one, but you can also say, no, I'm going to focus on my positioning. I'm going to focus on using my ults better, just not dying, like just simple things. And on top of that, winning, but we'll kind of go from there. With kind of the big difference between comp though, okay, hold on, obviously there's a lot of differences between comp and team play. One, no control over your teammates, can't trust them. You don't have any idea what your healers are going to be doing. Maybe they're going to be healing you, maybe they're not. So the way that I kind of view it is, if you're going to play aggressive, you've got to be able to follow it and actually get value out of that aggression, or you need to play cautious and more deliberate in what you're doing. So, we're on the Genji. Yep, I just want to make sure. Okay. So we're spamming. Okay. So, with what we know what we have, and just, you've seen what they have mostly, maybe you haven't, I don't think we've seen a Wrecking Ball. So, on Genji, who's someone or something that we can be diving? We got the Cassidy, we got the Sojourn, we got the Mercy. I kind of would say even the Moira, if she doesn't use her cooldowns in a decent manner. So you have 4 pretty good targets that you can jump onto. I'm going to assume that we are not having comms with our tanks or anybody here, but since we have the Doomfist, we should be looking to either create an opportunity for him to come in, or you should be trying to follow up on an opportunity that he has went in with. Now, again, he's not calling. If he isn't calling what his opportunity is, you have to be very, very, very aware. Okay. Alright, so we kind of a panic, what's it called? Reflect right there, just because we got damaged from behind and just kind of just used it, to be honest. Because to be honest, like Wrecking Ball, his damage, like it seems really loud and a lot, but it definitely isn't. Yeah, so I mean, he did, I don't know, 20 damage, so, and then you even basically just cancel it immediately because you're like, yeah, I don't need to worry about it. So Alicia gets too aggressive. We're poking at the Wrecking Ball. We're kind of just going around. See, I kind of, if we're gonna stay back anyway, you might as well just kind of followed and chased that Wrecking Ball. At this point though, now you are down 2 because you lost your Lucio earlier. We need to be looking to back out here and play for life. So, it's a good kill by your Ashe, but should be getting rezzed is my assumption. But actually, it was a good kill by your Ashe. I wouldn't push up to deny it, but that is something to look out for, knowing they have a Mercy, that they might be looking for a res onto there. And this is kind of what I mean though, by in comp, your Ashe didn't back out, she didn't get healed this whole time. Your tank is swapping, and she died. And you guys are now still not at an advantage, because if we look, you're still not there, so you're still just flat even. So we're still just poking, poke. So, yeah, I definitely feel like we can get in a little bit more aggressive, not committing. So this is, I would call this I'd put it like at a medium commit. So you got in a dash, but then you're already kind of playing a little bit more on the back foot. You have your reflect ready to go, versus the hard commit where you are on top and you are not leaving until you get a kill or you die. And then soft commit is where you kind of just dash really for one person, and you're not trying to get a whole lot. So, but already what you did though was, even though Overwatch we kind of think tank is the space creator, yeah, you just created the space just by dashing in and then reflecting. So you were doing an extra job, sort of, but it has to be done. And in comp, and this is a difference as well. In comp, you are looking to make plays, and you need to make plays. Versus in team play, it's more about catching mistakes and not making mistakes. So, I mean, nothing you can do with that. Alright, but again, now you're down again. You have to be playing this very cautious, or you go in really hard, which is what you did. The reflect though, we were kind of just reflecting a Moira. I don't even think anybody else was looking at us from that angle. Not this one. Okay. So you were hogs. Okay. Now, like, just me, my playstyle, I wouldn't push in aggressive here, but that's just me. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get ready to deflect. Yeah, we're not taking any damage from the front. And you probably don't live anyway. But recognizing your damage, where the damage source is. Okay, so y'all are all dying a lot, and you guys are down. Actually, you're not down that bad ult-wise. See, that was a good kill in the sense that even though that was catching a mistake. There's zero reason for the Wrecking Ball to be there with the cooldowns that he did or didn't have and put him in a position like that. That was really poor on his part, but he took advantage of it. Yeah, I do not like that play at all, though. That was a ambitious blade, if I've ever seen one. Yeah, their ball is slamming in at like the third health and just doing his part. Okay, so we're at an advantage though in a team fight at this point. We know they pop cold. So we're pushing, we're trying to get here. We got to be able to recognize that we're at half health. We cannot pop blade right there. And on top of that, your Lucio doesn't. You can't keep track of where your Lucio is doing there, but the timing of you both dying just kind of puts into perspective where that fight was, because you also have these people still walking back. They're not even in. Oh, she's got a Florida skin. Cool. They're not even in the fight, and we're pushing it with blade. So we don't want to be doing that, because now the one advantage that we did have was that we got a pick. We went in so heavily that now we're down, and now we have to wait again. Okay, so we're still getting kills. Okay, so we're popping stuff, and this is where oh, that's getting team stuff, so we're just ignore that. All right, so good idea locating the Mercy. Okay, great job locating the Mercy. Mechanically, we want to be able to secure that kill. Actually, I'm gonna look at one thing with it. I'm not gonna harp on mechanics too hard. But I'm just curious. Yeah. Okay. So the one thing that you can kind of do. So the way that you swung out. So we know it's a Mercy. You saw the Mercy. You chased the Mercy. You know, what is her get out of jail card? It's, you know, Guardian Angel. So we know where their whole team is. They're all over there. So you could try to anticipate, excuse me, where she is going to be going, right? Unless like someone snuck off. So I guess actually she does have Wrecking Ball. So in theory she could have kind of came over here and swung out towards there. But you're more than often gonna bet like what would be the quote unquote safe spot for her to go. So kind of position yourself so you can get a melee off as she flies by. And then once she's in the Valk, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get her. And because we were chasing her around, now they got that res off, and we should have been, we could have been in position to cancel that res. I would probably save the reflect until you turn around and try and at least identify where they're at. But yeah, you're definitely resetting here. And if you, so think that ends up being a two-person swing, right? Because if you kill the Mercy, they can't res. So then at that point it's a 5v3. And in theory, you should just win that fight by literally just having more people than they have. They can still turn a 5v3, but it's still there. Okay, so now a minute left. The cupboard is about as bare as it can get. We do have Bob though, which is good. That coal on their side is going to be pretty important. Excuse me if I had to guess. So one spot you can see right there, we get a hook on their. In a cop scenario, you don't have the communication. So kind of work with what you got. You have a Roadhog. What does a Roadhog do? He hooks people. You want to try and get in a position to help on that hook. Now, if it's a wrecking ball, honestly, you're probably not going to kill it anyway. But if it's anybody else, that dash damage is going to be enough to kind of flip it over. So like right here, we're so far back, we can't realistically get in a position to help on that Cassidy. So we do get a kill on their Ashe though, and actually, yeah, that's perfect. Look how low their Cassidy is in that top left. You're dash and he's dead. So now it's a 2v. All right, well there you go. Actually, so you got a dash in. Now it's actually your shurikens that kill him, but you get in there. So now you should be a 5v. You're in a 5v3. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're looking over there. It's kind of doesn't, we know where the Sojourn is. We need to be, if we're gonna be reflecting, it should be really reflecting to her. And that's another spot. Like there's, your Genji didn't need to be pushing it right there, but you're not controlling them. They should be able to recontest, I think. Are they going to? Is the question. Okay, so they do not recontest. Well, actually, you know what you should be doing right there, even though 3 on the objective does move it up, you should be pushing up to a corner and like seeing what they are doing. So this commit right here, definitely fine. Worst case scenario, you die and the truck is still there, so you're trying to get a kill. I would probably definitely aim for the Mercy over the Cassidy. Alright, so here, yeah, push up. Push up, push up, push up. Okay, good, we identify the Mercy. Don't back up. Good, we're still here. Alright, so here, okay, yeah. Playing it carefully. And actually just keeping that pressure up on that and pushing forward like that allows your Roadhog to get a kill on that Moira. Alright. We'll keep it the pressure. There we go. Grab the health pack. Hopefully we heard the Reaper and we did. Thank you for not dashing there. You always just assume he has. Sorry. Before you just assume that the Reaper has it if they're going to be kind of walking in like that. All right, so we go to pop Blade, and I think he rolled like immediately when you pop Blade, so. Kind of curious. Let's look at it. Over here for this perspective. No, okay, so no, he didn't even roll. He just walked. Okay, so we get the damage. Yeah, and that's just kind of bad blade placement, I guess, if you want to put it. You definitely want to get that second dash needs to be, so like, you dash, you blade, you dash. You definitely need to be able to get to Cassidy with that, and in a swing. You know that you got to be able to get that's your window frame to get a kill. You have to secure a kill right there. Anything else after that, that's gravy. But Overwatch 2, just get a kill. You secure a kill, and you're gonna be able to flip the fights. Or I'm sorry, win the fights a lot better. So get a kill. In this case, the Cassidy is what you would have been wanting to do. So here, kind of poking. Right, so yeah, there you go. So you see that opportunity, you go in, can't quite get him. Your Roadhog unnecessarily ulted her. Excuse me, ulted him away. Alright, so yeah, so you know here, yeah, so you know here you should have the advantage because you've seen he didn't use Wraith and the Mercy wasn't on him at that specific time. So you can play that in the sense of like your damage is going to be permanent on him. So play a little bit safer, just reflect. You don't need a perfect reflect, just a reflect and you'll be fine. Yeah, so now at this point this is a lost fight, so don't dash in. Okay, yeah, you should be looking back out here. They have the heroes that can push you. Yeah, I mean, not really your fault, but try and do what you can to help that Ashe there. Just to put a little bit of pressure on the wrecking ball a little bit sooner. But that's mostly a him thing. And then we don't get a touch here. Yeah, so right there. You're looking to like you're just in a really bad spot. There's not much. I doubt you're gonna win this fight. But what you can do is you saw where they were all up on top of that high ground. Objective was below point. So you're just playing for OT. So what we do is, you know, you can even dash, you know, here or just walk down here. But say what you dash here, you trigger that OT. So we'll, you know, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, but I say 2 for safety. So you trigger that OT, and then you back out to either here or here. So your job in this scenario is you're just OT, man. You don't have ult, you can't make a play, so just OT. OT is all you're trying to do. So you get that 3 seconds, and you back out. And then, assuming they don't drop, or even if they do drop, they're gonna be looking for you. It's a 50-50. Are they gonna look there? Are they gonna look there? Or maybe they don't even look. Maybe they just like, oh, it was a ghost that triggered OT.
We're in this together.
And then from there, you can walk back onto point. And when you're contesting in an overtime scenario, the key is to use as little cooldowns as you can to contest, right? So if you can walk to contest, that's gonna be better. If you have to dash, now you lost the cooldown. So walk in, or you get that contest off, get away. Go back in, get away. And with Genji, you touch, you back off, and as soon as that timer gets to where you can't walk, now you have dash to trigger the OT. All right, so we're playing low ground here, all right, and for a little poke, all right. Good thing, of course, it's Sojourn. You can kind of slide away from damage. Yeah, that's just. Your Roadhog's that was bad. A late lamp. Nothing you can really do. Good shot. The Tracer just blinked straight at you for some reason, so good punish. Sometimes it's not about making the hard. Sometimes it's not about hitting the hard shots. It's about hitting the easy shots. So I like that. I'm not sure if you saw where the McCree was coming from, but you kind of boosted out, got yourself some separation, and then, you know, turn around. And give me 1 second. Alright. And by the way, too, here, with your pick on the Tracer, you're technically even in 4v4. You losing your tank is way more important than them losing a Tracer. But technically numbers are the same. And then then you get to Cassidy, and then so now you're up, and and then the soldier takes the Moria. So yeah, so now you're definitely good. Yep. So if you knew where you hear the recall, you're looking to aim on her. If you knew where she was, that would have been really nice. And good kills. Tracer should not have been there. She needed to back out. Actually, shouldn't even gone in, really. And then their ball also should not have even tried to get kills. So playing it a little bit on the safer side right there. We know that Cassidy has the nade there. Ooh, careful. Alright, so we have full charge. We're looking. So that's a preference thing. I like holding it there. You know, trying to look for a more comfortable shot. Some people prefer to just, you get it, like, the instant you can, just get it, try and get a shot on it, so, it's kind of a personal thing. So, this is what I would call a comp play, where you're looking to make a play. I probably would have waited a little bit longer for them to commit in, and then more than likely as well, they're going to use resources to come in. So we're trading, sort of. We nano. We shouldn't. So here, don't go to this angle because it's way too tight. You got to go to the left side. Yeah, that was just, yeah, way too tight of an angle. If you're coming over here, not only can you take a short one, but you can take a long one or wide one, long one as well. So yeah, that one's just way too. Everybody on their team is better in that tight spot than you are. Okay. Get a little aggressive. All right, not too crazy. Okay, we're backing up. Okay, so all right, so we hear the wrecking ball. We're turning around, and then we're back to shoot. Spamming, just trying to find a little bit. Yeah, I like this angle. Yeah, this is a good angle. You've noticed that they kind of zeroed in on your Roadhog. So you have not free reign. They can obviously turn around and get at you, but you have an opportunity to get in there and get a kill. And just let's hope that those mines don't do anything. Yeah, perfect. Got a kill right there. Yeah. Okay, I'm assuming that you didn't hear the mines trigger. A quick, just a little glance over, just, you know, flick over. Let me see what they're doing. Where are the mines? And then flip back.
Numbered. Stay sharp.
Come on, Vivian. Get yourself together.
Okay, so your teammates should have been dying on point, and that's a big, like, that's a comp thing, where they're just, I gotta stay alive. That, good kill though, on the wrecking ball. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I am sure. Don't push in on that more like that. You're much better helping up top and supporting from that side. Because unless you really get her, then it's gonna be kind of rough for you. Yeah, so that's not much you can do on that recontest right there. So honestly, from your side of things, not anything egregious in my opinion. That was like suck out. That was really bad. Looking just for, on Genji in particular, looking for your opportunities and going for them, and then the Dragon Blades. Just actually, let me step back. Just ults in general. It doesn't have to be a team wipe. Just one is all you need. So that Dragon Blade securing a kill, and everything else after that is just gravy. And then kind of the same thing with the Sojourn, where just get a kill with that ult, you should be able to kind of snowball off of there and that. So honestly, nothing too crazy to add. So we'll end that one right there. Wait, Am I not? Wait, am I still live? I'm so confused.